Llanelly House was reopened to the public in 2013, having remained derelict for quite a few years. But the restoration then took place and we're now able to offer a wonderful house where we have a business and are able to share the rich history of Llanelly House from the 1700s and Victorian times. The types of takeover day that we do are a historical tour around the house with local schools, allowing them to really immerse themselves in an activity which gives them some joy going around the house, some surprises, and then learn a little bit about the local history. So we work with some lovely people for our takeover days. We work alongside the great partners that we have in the town that help us facilitate the takeover days. And then we work with the local secondary schools and primary schools. The secondary school teenagers, they're our takeover people and they help us deliver the tour to the younger pupils that visit. So the internal challenges around planning our takeover days are such that we need to make sure we meet the demands of the business and make sure that we give a really great experience to those who are visiting us. We had very little problem organising our very first takeover day because the buy-in from senior management was wonderful. They are very keen to ensure that we share our history and make sure that the access to Llanelly House is for everyone. We need to make sure that we communicate with all of the different people involved. It's been really important to acknowledge that being part of a national initiative such as Takeover Day is really great for both Llanelly House and for the schools that participate. And this is evidenced by social media because we get lots of comments and the schools are loving seeing their schools on social media, just publicising this day and what they've been involved in. So we always make sure that we adapt the Takeover Day experience for each of the different groups that come in to make sure that they receive a really good experience with us. This could be looking at the age group, looking at the timings that they come in, making sure it works well with their school day or whatever other commitments they have. And when the children come into us, we use a really successful format, which is a mouse trail. They hunt for Margrave, the house mouse, and as they go around the house, they learn about the rooms, the different things that happened in those rooms, the different periods of history, and some of the students are confident enough, we find, to be able to deliver part of the tour, to make sure that they can operate some of the technology, which is quite exciting, and work alongside some of our actors that actually breathe life into this wonderful history as they go through the day with us. So we've adapted our takeover days to suit the organisation using our experience from our past takeover days. We work closely to make sure we meet the demands of the business, but also to give the very best experience to any of the children and young people that come to visit us. For instance, we make sure that our young people who are going to act as our guest tour guides, they come in to do a prep session a little earlier on the morning so that they're nice and fresh before we have the school coming in, to make sure they're very happy and they're comfortable. And this works really well to make sure that everybody gets the really best experience on the day. So the feedback that we've had from participants and the partners from our takeover days has been wonderful. But also the young people, those that came in maybe a little quiet, not really knowing what's happening and what's expected of them, but then by the end of the day really enthusiastic, being able to deliver part of a speech so that they could actually impart some of the history of the house, learning maybe a little bit of social media, how to conduct that and how to conduct themselves, and really to build their confidence throughout the day is wonderful. The long-term benefits of having takeover days here at Llanelly House are immense actually. It's so heartening to see people returning to visit Llanelly House with their families, school teachers even bringing their families back, sitting in the cafe. So it raises the profile of the business as a whole, but more than that, it really allows the children to continue to come back and to learn more about their local history. So one piece of advice I would give to anyone embarking on takeover days for the first time is really just be brave, you can do it, and lean on the experts at Kids in Museums.